you?
Thank you so much for having me again. So excited. I'm great. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. Thank you so much for, we woke Lisa up super early today because we are coming to you guys
It's
live. It
quite
is
okay.
7:42 here in Los Angeles. Now, Lisa, you are going to have some wonderful tips for us today. Tell us how you think that.
I have
Mhm.
no, go ahead. I'm sorry. I keep interrupting you. That's my bad because
Oh,
I have to go.
no worries. We were just wondering, how do you have any tips on how to achieve a better sense of overall peace on a daily basis?
Yes. Actually, I have six, but I don't know if you want to go through the whole list, but
Oh,
I'll
go
just point
for it.
out a
Go for
few that
it.
are very vital. There's six habits to improve mental health. I mean, obviously, there's way more, but if you pinpoint and focus on a certain, like, just say five pinnacle, vital, helpful tips that'll that'll get you moving and hopefully less anxieties. So, are you there, Candace?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, okay, you are. You're just frozen on my screen, so I wasn't sure. Okay, definitely exercise.
Okay.
When you're exercising, you're releasing endorphins.
That's
When you're
terrific.
exercising, yes, you're releasing endorphins that help you with your mood. Uh, it can bring it up and get you more energized and more motivated. Um, and control that anxiety. So definitely exercise.
Got it.
Sleep is important. Um, Adults require up to 8 to 10 hours. Some require a little less. Um, but if possible, sleeping more than 9 hours can trigger depression, and you don't want to go there.
I
That's a
didn't
whole
know
nother
that.
chapter. Yeah. So I didn't either. um, yes, but and I tend to sleep sometimes more than usual, so that's not a good thing. I'm gonna work on that too.
Uh-huh.
Play. But getting a good night's rest is definitely important to mental health. Eating well. Eating well, you're getting the right foods and to sustain that energy, and you're using energy in a positive manner by getting the right fuel from your foods, the right nutrition. Forget sugars, sodas, carbohydrates, calories, etc. Desserts, snacks are good, but they've got to be protein based. If you're vegan based, um, and give. That's five already. So the list can go on, but if you give, and if you're looking beyond yourself and focusing on others, yields the bonus of being the good for the griever. Help a friend, a volunteer making a difference in your community. So uh reach out if someone is experiencing these anxiety ups and downs or breathing patterns that aren't good for them, then it's time to tell them and make some changes for that person. So that's of course if they're willing to do it. So anyway, that was five quick habits to improve mental health.
Those are great habits. And you actually brought up a good point when you were saying breathing. And I wanted to ask you, what do you feel like you can do in the moment if you are feeling down? Right in that moment, is there anything that you could recommend to kind of shift the energy, whether it be breathing, meditation? Like, what would you recommend to people if they're feeling, if they
That's a
have the
very
blues?
good question.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's a great question, Candace. Um, and I've done my my homework.
Oh, awesome.
If you're feeling, Yeah, if you're feeling down, there's 7 ways to pick yourself back up. Um, Make a list. Doesn't have to be long. It can be a short list. Like I said in my previous interview, baby steps. Those baby steps will get you to the grand steps. Um, yeah, so if you're feeling down and if you start to feel depression coming on, I myself have suffered from depression for many years. Um, it's not a nice thing, or not it's not a nice place to be. But I've had support, people, loving people support around me. So always be surrounded and supported by good, positive friends. Um, so make that list, and let me see. Where am I? Take action. Um, so you've made the list, and you start to feel overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so break the list down into smaller tasks. That way, when you achieve a task, you cross it off the list. Tick, done. And the anxiety starts to wind down because you're getting stuff done and you're being productive. As opposed to just lying around and sobbing, and being productive. So, and also, like we said before, exercise. It really helps with mental health. Exercise, eating, etc. Shower and groom yourself. Now, this is a good one because when you're laying around and you're getting all like, and you don't shower for a few days, you start to feel gross and gritty and yucky, and then you start to feel worse about yourself. So by taking a shower and grooming yourself, like getting your nails done, soaking your feet in a hot Epsom salt bath, or take an Epsom salt bath. That's actually better. Brush your teeth, comb your hair, shave, whatever it is to get you to look and feel good. Just do it.
I think
just
those
get
are,
up and do it.
yeah, those are really, really great words of sound advice, because I think also when you, like you said, if you just take a shower and stand in there, I feel like, doesn't it invigorate you? And I feel like it gets the blood circulating and it gets everything kind of moving and you feel better. And it's almost like starting a new day. And I feel like sleeping too, you just kind of wipe the slate clean. You know what I mean?
Yes, you're refreshing and recharging.
Yeah, it's almost like, shutting the computer down, and then do you reboot? Reboot the computer again. It's kind of like restarting the computer when it's stuck. What do you do, like if you are feeling anxiety and stress in the moment? What are some things that you've done to relax? Because you've told me even these small things are big things. Something that you said that I agree with, you said it before, was just stopping and watching nature. And that's what I do a lot of times.
Yes.
To be able to literally slow down. What are some of the things that you recommend to people when we feel like the world is becoming overwhelming and you just need to stop?
Absolutely. And that's totally a normal thing. So don't think you're weird. The first on top of my list is get out in nature. Like you just said, Candace. Number one, get out to nature, into nature. Spend some time outdoors, whether it be a walk, a bike ride. And this will calm your mind too. So take a walk around the block, head to the local park, take your pet for a walk if you have one. Go hiking on a new trail. Listen to sounds of the wildlife, like really stop, listen, see, and just be in the moment, because you're surrounded by so much beauty. It's only natural for you to just soak it up and soak it in and just love it.
And rejuvenate.
So spending time outdoors and getting back into nature, yes, and it really is helpful. It helped me. overcome my nervous breakdown. Um, just by listening to the birds and watching the birds feed off the seeds off the tree, the palm trees or the whatever trees they have in Australia. They're different to here, but there's like little berries on these trees, and the bird would like peck at it. It was very cute and interesting to watch. So, but it was fascinating, and it calmed my mind. So it worked. So number two, take a warm bath, which we just spoke about. Just soak in a tub full of Epsom salts to help you relax. Light a candle. Put some soft music on. Read a book while you're in the bath. Make a relaxing drink, like a chamomile tea, or it doesn't have to have nothing with caffeine in it, because that's only going to like
Make more
pump up
anxiety.
the energy. And exactly. So even just a warm cup of milk with honey and some cookies. Yeah, so caffeinated drinks, no, they're going to only increase your anxiety levels. You don't want that. So and then spend some time with your pet. Again, if you have one, they're very, very good for you, good for your soul, good for nourishing. Uh, Even your pet loves attention, right?
Mm-hmm.
So take advantage of it. Cuddle and play with your furry friend.
You,
They're great.
these are all such great words of advice, and I know it's coming from a place of experience. And what a great thing with you, I think, is that, you know, we all know you from like Deal or No Deal, and you've been on the cover of like the Maxim calendar, and people have seen you for years. But everybody, tell us how you feel like no matter where you are in life, everybody, I think, has experienced stress, has experienced anxiety,
Yeah.
has experienced being down. And
Yeah.
I think you're able to kind of bring it close to home, because if people say, oh, well, you have, and you've been in such the public eye, then me feeling this way is not that uncommon. Can you explain to everybody how you think that mental health awareness, taking better health of your care of your mental health, is important for everyone?
Good question. So basically, how to achieve a better sense of
Well, that like
peace.
everybody, yeah, because everybody deals with this. Everybody.
Exactly. So you're going to want to you're in search for peace of mind, and that doesn't always come easy if your mind is racing like so many miles per minute. But I would retain a peaceful state of mind. You must adapt the following practices in your daily life. So these practices have to be daily rituals, daily routines, however you want to say, but make it a daily priority to focus on a better mental well-being. First of all, breathe. Sometimes I forget to breathe.
Yeah.
We all do. Just take a big inhale and exhale. Some people get into yoga when they have anxiety and stress. And I do have to point out that stress and anxiety are two different things.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'll get into that. In a sec. Accept and let it be. Accept what happened. I mean, of course, if it's a traumatic experience, it's not easy to accept. So you're going to have a lot of anxiety. And then let it be. But some people can't let it go. It takes them longer sometimes to let things go, which therefore your anxiety levels are just going to either increase or stay plateau.
What is the difference between stress and anxiety? Because I didn't even know that there was a difference between the two. I don't know if you guys didn't know. I didn't know. I thought stress and anxiety kind of were one and the same. So that's really interesting to me.
Well, they kind of are, but stress is something that we all deal with. Anxiety, not saying that anxiety isn't, but stress is it's like, oh, I'm running around, I gotta go do this, I gotta do that, take care
Oh.
of that, I gotta do this. Anxiety is the feeling of being overwhelmed. Um, Not that you don't get that with stress, but it's not as intense. Um, Anxiety, I mean, granted, I'm no doctor, I'm no physical doctor, I'm no mental doctor, but I'm just speaking on my experiences. So, just to make that clear, um, slow the pace down, slow it down just um, by doing yoga or dancing, even just moving, grooving. um, it's up to you, but if you take some smaller steps, you'll have less stress, less anxiety, or your anxiety won't be as intense. Because anxiety can lead to panic attacks. Panic attacks can lead you into hospital, which I've experienced, and that's no fun. um, your body can go into lockdown. So if you're having major anxiety, not stress, major anxiety, like a panic attack
Mm-hmm.
anxiety, it's like when you're hyperventilating and your breathing is not right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's important to do exercise or breathing exercises like you do, Candace, which help for you. I myself need to practice on my breathing. I'm not sure if yoga or Pilates is something that will work better for me. Um, but overall, just not thinking about a task or not thinking about getting things done, that helps obviously relieve stress. But I'm just giving little pointers about how you can help your mental well-being in a safe environment. But if you feel like it's getting to a point where you can't control it, I definitely advise you to go see a doctor, your general GP, or someone that knows more about mental issues.
What I love about what you've been doing is, and thank you so much, Amazon customer, for following us right now. We really appreciate it. Thank you, Lionel. He said cool, or they said cool. So thank you so much, because we're
Oh,
talking to Lisa right now. And what I love about it, Lisa, you should totally call this Small Steps with Lisa Gleave, because you do these wonderful small steps towards everybody being able to achieve a better sense of mental well being. And we all struggle with it. I don't care who you are.
all of us,
All of us. And
all of us,
Lisa's a perfect
we're all
example.
human.
We're all human. Now, Lisa, if people want to follow your career, follow what you're doing, because you're doing such amazing work for men and ladies.
I'm more,
So where would we follow
thank you.
you? Where would we follow you, and where would you see you
You
on your social
you can
media?
follow me best. Yeah, my best social media platform would be my Instagram page, and that's simply just Lisa Gleave with a kiss at the end, a kiss symbol emoji.
Oh, I love it. And
So
is
if
there
you're,
Facebook or
yeah,
anything like that?
I do have a Facebook fan page, and it's called Lisa Gleave, The Real Deal.
Oh, I
Hence the
love
fact that
it.
I
I
was on
love it.
No Deal. So you can follow me there. I try and keep updates as much as possible, but again, going back to my previous interview, I don't always get on social media because I'm a I like to be more of a private person. But if there is something that I like to share or post, or feel like it's worthy of a post, then I'll post it. So um just because social media gives me anxiety sometimes,
I
and
understand
it's too
that.
much.
Absolutely
But
understand that.
yes,
And we look
so you do.
forward. We look forward to hearing more of your small steps. We'd love for you to come back on with more small steps for everybody to
Oh
listen
wow,
to. Please, please. So
absolutely.
I will definitely getting back with you with that. So we have to say goodbye to Lisa
Uh,
now, but we had such a wonderful
Okay,
time. But thank you.
thank you. Thank you again.
Oh, thank you so
Thank you again for
much.
having me on the show.
Oh, thanks for
Yes,
coming
and I hope
back.
these pointers helped your audience. Yep.
Yes, absolutely. And you guys, I hope you appreciated it. Thank you so much for these small steps that we can use each and every day to improve our overall mental health and well-being. So you guys, we're going to see Lisa again, I am sure, with more small steps. And you guys stick with me. So we're going to say goodbye to Lisa right now. Thank you. Thank you. And you
Thank you
guys
guys.